well, yesterday, Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, and Deutsche Bank reached a settlement with regulators in the class action lawsuits over the auction rate securities market. Joining us now from San Francisco with an inside look is a member of the lead counsel against at least 6 of the banks, Daniel Gerard of Gerard Gibbs. He is an attorney, worked on a number of class action cases, and he joins us now. Daniel, it's Brian and Dagan. Thanks very much for joining us. Who are you going after and why?
Hello. We're going after all of the banks that sold auction rate securities. The settlements that have been announced cover only a portion of the banks. The fine print hasn't been worked out on those settlements yet. What remains to be done at this point is to clean up the remaining banks that sold the auction rate securities. Those are primarily regional banks, and we intend to continue the litigation until they've all been accounted for and our clients have been made whole.
Now, a number of these banks have already made settlements with the New York Attorney General where they're going to buy back at par, make these investors whole, buy back these securities, take the hit onto their own balance sheet. Why isn't that enough?
Those settlements represent real progress, and we think that the regulators should be commended. They cut through a lot of red tape very fast, and our clients have them to thank for that. There is still work to be done. We need to see the details on the settlements that have been announced with the regulators. We have some questions about how the interest rates on these bonds were determined as well, given what we're starting to find out now about how these auctions were run. So as to those banks, it's not over yet, but there is a lot of progress, and we're very pleased about that on behalf of our clients. As to the remaining banks, we have billions in auction rate securities that have not been accounted for yet, and so we want to make sure those clients are made whole as well.
Well, you got a lot of clients that are a member of this class, right? So I would imagine you're looking for a fairly sizable settlement. Billions? How much?
We are looking for a sizable settlement. With this, what we're looking for is people to be bought back at par with any interest that they're owed. We want to make sure these people are not out. And then we have particular situations. Some of our clients, just to give you one example, we have some clients, a wonderful couple from Missouri. They were halfway through remodeling their house. They had literally had the roof off their house when their money was tied up. They couldn't put the roof back on. They ended up having to borrow money from the brokerage firm that sold them the auction rate securities at a higher rate of interest than what they were paying on the bonds. So they ended up paying interest on their own money. These types of situations are going to have to be worked out, and there are thousands of them. So there's a lot of work ahead.
Why is that, though? I mean, is it investing, taking a risk? Every investment has risk. There's no investment, Daniel, that does not carry risk. We can't just make everybody whole who gambles and loses.
I completely agree with you, and our clients would be the first ones to say if you speculate and risk comes home to roost, you take your losses. That's the way it works. That's our system, and they believe in the system. If you have fraud, though, you have to have accountability, because we can't have everybody stop and investigate these things on their own. We have to be able to rely on the representations people who sell securities make to us. The problem with this situation here is if our clients had gone and done their homework and read the prospectuses that they never got from the brokerage firms, they still couldn't have found out how these auctions were being run. So what's come out is that the auctions were being rigged by the banks that were selling the securities. So I agree with you that people have to take responsibility for bad investments, but we can't have a lack of accountability when you have fraudulent conduct in the markets, or it's not going to work if we run it that way.
All right. Well, Daniel Gerard of Gerard Gibbs. Daniel, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.